are here at Ngozi Talk Shows live, Lead from Within, and Find Your Own Voice. With me is Claudia Pasta. Claudia, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Sure, for sure. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Claudia Prischer and I am an energy and intuitive energy healer, mindset coach as well. And I help people. My gift actually is to identify the blocks which we have. Just like the roots of the blocks so that we can identify them and to see them and to clear them and to change them around so that the path is free of any obstacles which can keep us a bit stuck in life.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Claudia. So our topic today is all about the mindset, the fears that are keeping you stuck, creating your own business, starting your own business as a coach, therapist. And there are so many people that are basically doing 9 to 5, and they would love to start their own business, but their fears that if I leave my job, will I be able to have the income, or what would happen? There's so many fears, limiting beliefs that basically stops people doing the things that they love to do. So we are going to cover that. Before we cover that, so I'm gonna have to ask Claudia, because Claudia chose this topic. So could you please explain to our audience, basically, why did you choose this topic and your passion about it, please?
Yeah, because actually as well, it was... Huh?
Your passion behind the topic.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. This was actually basically me 2 years ago, when I got made redundant from my long-term job, and then I had to do something else. And then I was thinking it was always my passion to become a coach or to a healer, to help people. And then obviously, I was like at the beginning of something new, and then you get to face all the stories and the fears and the ideas why you are not going to do it. And this is something I would like to share today as well. Maybe you and I could have a chat as well in regards to what we experienced back then. And the thing is as well, when I'm on Facebook and Instagram, there's so many people as well coming out now and doing their side hustle, basically as well, their zone of genius. And it's just like, and I'm sure as well in the audience, there are people as well out there, and they love to do the next step for it to become more than just a hobby, and just like to share that these thoughts and the programs actually are common and that they can be overcome. Yeah, they can overcome them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Claudia. Yes, it's you have to basically look at the limiting beliefs that are stopping you doing the things that you love to do and getting stuck. Because for me, basically, what was keeping me stuck, I was doing the things that I love to do, and basically, when I retired football, I went and got a 9 to 5 job, but at the same time, I knew that it wasn't for me. Because when you're doing a 9 to 5 job, you're working for somebody else, and there are good companies with a good energy in them, which you can work your way through and get promotion and be the person that you want to be. But some companies, basically, they're big. They don't really look after their staff very well. So I worked for those companies that don't look after their staff very well. And I could see that basically the management wasn't really good. And I remember one day one of my colleagues had problems, and I remember basically looking at the situation and evaluating everything, and I was like, this is not where I need to be. So after I went for maternity leave with my daughter, my last born, and I was like, I think I need to do something about my life. And it was basically a decision that I basically made it just straight away. I knew that I had limiting beliefs, and I had to ask basically my brother what he thought of me as a person. I asked him basically, and I said, "What do you think as a person when you look at me? What am I good at? I know what I'm good at, but your own opinion, like evaluating me as your sister." And it was like, you are already doing what you're good at, which is with people. So just do what you want to do, what is in your heart, to just go for it. So that helped me to actually realize that actually I'll do well working with people, helping people. So I needed to find um something that can complement what I do, is in my heart basically, which is love. So, there were limiting beliefs. When you make a decision, the final decision, it doesn't mean that limiting beliefs are gone. Limiting beliefs will always be there. Even now, I've been running my business since 2017. It's 2022 now. There are some limiting beliefs that pop into my head. So I have to acknowledge them and I have to deal with them. How do I deal with them is being truthful to myself and evaluating who I am as a person and what can I do, and also uh, leading from within, not on the outside. So I'm gonna let Claudia speak. Lead from within. If you lead from within, then everything else will be sorted.
Yeah, sure. And it is as well good what you just explained earlier. When you started, basically, you were still in your job and you felt the passion inside of you. It's always good to have, to begin with, as well, a strong why, why you want to be doing this, to have a strong why. Because usually, as well, the motivation, I mean, it doesn't last for too long, So, but when we have a strong why and we write it down, we can always come back to the why, to read the statement, why it is what we are doing, and then it will always as well motivate us again and bring us back as well into the zone, into the state of mind, so why it is. And yes, the limiting beliefs will be always there, because again, it's a journey, just think of you 2 years ago, you had like different limiting beliefs in regards to the business and so on, becoming self-employed. And then today, looking back, you still have them, but just different ones, because it's, it's a bit like the comfort zone back then, and you grew out of it. You did some actions, maybe as well a bit like scary actions, but this is how we learn and to get out of the comfort zone. And then we always have, I mean, it won't stop. We will always have new beliefs coming up, because it's a bit like the comfort zone we always have in the new comfort zone, and then we have to get out of it as well. So it's a bit like a stretching and growing. And to understand this actually as well, to really understand this, it helps a lot that we will always feel a bit nervous or fearful, because it's something new we are going to do, and it's just nothing else about it. And really to understand this, I'm okay actually as well to do some, a bit like scary actions, which I would not have done back then. Like 2 years ago as well, to be like online and to talk about things, I would be like, what am I going to talk? I don't have anything to say. People are going to judge me. Like all the stories we tell ourselves. Yeah. And the thing is as well, I have found, I had this 2 years ago, sometimes as well, we like to postpone, the date when we are really going to say, okay, it's going to be a side hustle, a small part-time business, rather than just a hobby, because on some level we think we are not ready yet, but these are just, again, self-sabotaging and stories we keep telling ourselves, because the truth is as well, we just have to be a step or two steps ahead from our clients, from what it is we can teach them. And that's all we need to know at this stage, And then as well, each time we work with someone, or we do as well a personal self-development course, we grow and we learn. This is as well something I learned, just like I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be like all fixed and healed. It doesn't even exist, such thing, It's it happens all on the journey. Each time we have an encounter, even with our clients, you know, we learn as well through them, and we get as well to heal ourselves when we heal them. Have you found this too?
We tend to postpone things. For me, what helps me not to postpone things, I don't put things in my diary. I put things on my phone and I set up the alarm. And once I set up the alarm, it means it's got to be done. If it goes to my diary on my phone, and then it goes to my actual clock. So when the clock goes, it means that job is got to be done. I can only reset the alarm if I'm in the middle of doing something or a meeting, but otherwise it's got to be done because, um, like I agree with you, Claudia, when you say 2 years ago, you would have had to postpone doing your live and doing your things. For me, basically, I went to Des O'Connor and hired him as my coach. And I remember he didn't give me any option. And he was like, Nomsa, you're going to have to do this. If I'm gonna have to coach you, you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do lives, and you're gonna have to speak about your business on stage. And I was like, but I'm paying you to basically help me to do these things. But at the same time, I felt like I needed to do this. This was I love being on stage, and I've been on stage since I was young. So I love being on stage, but the stage was different. Music and speaking is different. Speaking, it means I have to basically, my body, my feelings has to focus. I cannot cheat, I cannot do anything. But with music, when you're feeling uncomfortable, you can dance or you can go and find a focus on one person and basically dance and do all these things, seduce them. You can seduce them with music. You can do all sorts. But with speaking, it means that I have to connect with you. I have to do so many things to make sure that you understand the message that I'm sending across. And that at the same time, I have to believe that message, which is the same thing when you are singing. It's so much different. So for me, I just basically felt that Daisy was challenging me. And at the same time, I basically felt it was the right thing to do. If I'm going to call myself as a CEO, I'm going to have to push myself. I'm going to have to do so many things. But it basically, there were some fears. When he spoke to me and he says, you're going to have to do this, I went home and I was like, there were so many things and so many questions, and I would ring him and he'll be like, Nomsa, calm down. You've got this. So calm down. You've got all this. So I'll be like, this asking so many questions, and then he realized it was fear, and he was like, you've got this. So, and then I remember the first time when I went on stage, it was like I had to practice. I realized actually I don't have to fear. I have to practice the same way, like when you're being given a piece of music to sing, to harmonize, you have to practice. So I was like, I need to practice this. And once I need to practice this and I need to go on stage and be myself, and I need to know more about my business, what am I selling? And also I have to understand what the pain that I'm solving for my clients. And I realized basically there were fears, but the fears that I was fearing, it was like questioning myself if I was enough. Like you were saying, Claudia, that basically we get scared, we postpone things, and we create stories. But if you do have your big why, like what you were saying, that if you understand your big why, then everything else falls into place. Because if you understand your big why, for me, basically, is I love working with people, and I love helping people. And also psychology. When you study psychology, I don't know if anyone basically is into psychology. Psychology is very fascinating. And when you study psychology, it doesn't matter, you can do a diploma, because in the relationship, 90% of 80% or 90% of everything is psychology. business, everything is psychology. 20% of it is using your imagination and basically getting creative. But the rest, you have to use your mind. Basically, you have to learn how to basically work with your mind. And basically, those are the things that I did. And looking at the struggles as well from growing up as a child and being where I was, the struggles that I had to go through, because those struggles as well can bring limiting beliefs. So I had to go back from my childhood and basically look at my life, uh, the limiting beliefs and the challenges that were coming in my life, that how I dealt with them, and just undo everything, the struggles and the pain. We all sometimes go through pain. We go through pain from being told, like being dumped and being rejected by friends, ex-partners, and all those things. So you have to, they play a part in making decisions. So you have to make sure that you work on it. Over to you, Claudia.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and the thing is as well, what one of the bigger things is as well is in regards to, I've seen it as well with some women, some female clients actually as well, that they fear a bit like they won't be supported by their partner, or they would not have enough time for the family or the mother and so on. So it's just like, and this is as well something they which could keep them as well of not acting in regards to their passion to do this. And yeah, it's just like just see how to, but actually as well, this is just this is a belief too, you know, because they believe, some of them, there is not enough time for to be the mom, and you know, but like, what about if you get support as well, if you get support as well in regards to homework, you know, then you can still do the side hustle. It is just like I would like, yeah, really the audience to check as well in and to see what type of stories or beliefs or ideas they have running in regards to why they are not doing what they actually deep inside would love to do, you know. And one other thing is as well, I hear quite a lot is to charge money for our services, Nomsa, right? Yeah, yeah, that people actually really have and I've been there too, just to charge money for it, because it is something which comes so easy and natural to us, you know, to help people, to listen to them, to give advice, and why wouldn't be want to be charged, you know. So as well, I suggest as well at the beginning, I did if a few free sessions with friends, you know, just like a few. Don't do too many, because then it gets a bit resentment at some point. And the thing is as well, people don't value what they get for free, you know. So just like a few, maybe as well, you could ask them to give you a testimonial or something in regards, like some kind of exchange, you know. And then after a few free sessions, and each time you get more confident, you can ask for a friend's rate, you know, just like something cheap, whatever feels right for you, you know, just like, again, a few sessions here, and each time again, you get more confidence. And the thing is as well, it's just about confidence as well, to train that muscle, to practice something which is still a bit newish to you, you know. And then, yeah, with each session, and then at some point, you can feel it actually as well. Okay, I'm ready to increase the prices as well, like slowly and so on. Have you done it as well, like this way? So, like slowly increasing, and then actually it felt in tune with you too, you know. You didn't overcharge, but as well you didn't undercharge, yeah.
Yes,
Hmm?
it does help when you don't overcharge people or you don't undercharge them. And basically, if you help someone, like maybe someone is looking for help and they can't afford your service, you can actually help them out and just ask them to write down your a testimonial in return, like what you're saying, Claudia. It does really help. And I find that sometimes I get clients that they can't afford me. So before I didn't know what to do with them, but I wouldn't help them because matchmaking it basically it requires so much. So what I would do is I would teach them to actually match themselves or to go to a dating site. I'll give them the tips of how to write their profile, how to basically the pictures, which what kind of pictures they need to use. And after that, when you written your profile, and then how do you respond? How do you basically show up as someone who is single? Because there are some people when you go on dating site, you're looking for their profile. They already telling you what is in their heart, like I'm not looking for someone who wants to waste my time. So all those things, you don't need to put that in your profile. It puts people off. If you tell a child that they're not good enough or they can't do this, that child will be one, they will be curious. So if you say I don't want time wasters, so the time wasters will be wanting to get in touch with you for fun. So you just have to keep your profile as positive as possible, exciting. It has to be very seductive. It's like when God wrote his Bible, his Bible, their principles, they are this. He's very clear of what he can tolerate, what he can't tolerate. So when you write your profile, that person, they have to imagine him talking to you. It has to be very beautiful, loving, and basically welcoming. It doesn't matter whether you get time wasters, you're not going to speak to them because when you're communicating with somebody, you will know what they're looking for. So you don't have to do that. The energy that you bring to that person is the energy that you're going to get. I got, when I started my matchmaking business, I had to go on the dating side before I met my spouse. Um, I think I was there for a few months, basically looking for someone serious. But I did get some people talking to me, and I did get someone that helped me to start my matchmaking business, which I met him, and then he ended up bringing me a big file. And it was like, have you ever had anything called a matchmaking business? And I was like, no. And I was like, okay, I've got some files for you. I think you'll be good at becoming a matchmaker. So that's how I ended up being a matchmaker, basically. So all those things you can basically, like what you're saying, Claudia, that sometimes the people are scared of whether their spouse are going to support them when they are starting whatever they are starting, their journey in business, or it could be promotion. We're scared of our families for change. Some people are actually scared of the money. If do I deserve this? For me, basically, it took me, I think, a year to actually see how worthy I am. Actually, I charged a little first. And when I saw the job, how much it required for your attention, basically to do the work and to give a good service. And I was like, I can't do this for this little money. So you have to be able to evaluate your work based on the time that you give that person and also the time scale that you're gonna have to spend time with that person as well is very, very important. If you evaluate the time that this is the time that is needed, this is the basically what I need to provide for this person. Also, they are limiting beliefs because when it comes to love, people have limiting beliefs. So to break the chains, to hold them through dark times, it requires so much. So I had to evaluate all those things. It took me a very, very long time of meditation, praying, and basically asking God to basically to help me while while I was going this path, so that the fears of me feeling that I wasn't enough receiving this money that people I was charging my clients, and also feeling the worthy, feeling that yes, I am worthy. So you're gonna have to do all these things that yes, believe that you are worthy of success. When it comes to spouse, when it comes to family, it's not their dreams in the first place. You wouldn't have, because when you date someone from the beginning, A man is a provider, is an architect. A man brings ideas, he looks after his family. A woman is a provider as well. So a woman is a mentor. A man brings out ideas, and also when someone is an architect, that means they design things. When you have a spouse, you need to have a supportive spouse from the beginning. You can't date someone or be in a relationship with someone knowing that they can't support you in small things. Because starting your business, it means you have a spouse that can support you, even if they are scared from the beginning because they are protecting you. So it means that that little support that they have, it will take you to where you need to go. And also, you need to understand it's not your spouse's dream, it's not your family's dreams, it's not you. In order for you to get to where you need to go, you will need to work on that dream, even if they're not supporting you. With the friends, when it comes to children, being there, picking them up from school, is something that you're gonna have a strategy. Have a strategy of how are you going to do it. Instead of fear, if you have one friend, if you can't afford the childcare, you have a friend that can help you. It's all about everything is comes down to the environment, Claudia. You know that you work with people, you are a coach. Everything it comes down to the environment where you are. Friends, do you have good friends that can support you? I have friends myself, I have friends that I don't have many friends. The friends that I have is the friends that I've known for 20 years or some 30 years. And those friends that they are no longer friends anymore. They are like part of my family. And you need to choose. There's no point in having being popular and your environment is not right. So make sure you work on your environment, your friends. Start with your friends and ask them family members to pick up you to help you with your kids. For me, it was my father-in-law. When I went for business meetings or making appointments, I basically to ask him and said, listen, I need you to pick my children from school, and he was the one that was picking up, or if I'm late or if he's not well, my friends will step in, or after school club, my children will stay after school club. My older daughter, she was already older, looking after herself. So those are the things that you need to basically have a strategy and not fear asking people. Some people fear, I don't want to ask Claudia because I'm giving Claudia problems. How do you know you're giving Claudia problems if Claudia has not told you that actually you're giving me problems? So ask somebody, are you okay helping me out? If you don't ask, you'll never know. And then start that business that you want. Over to you, Claudia.
Yes, absolutely. It's important as well to ask for support and to accept it and to take it as well and to take some on. And it doesn't mean that at the beginning of your side hustle or the new business, you need a virtual assistant 5 days a week. It can just be like a couple of hours a week, or just hire someone as well. This is what I did to do my website, so that I don't spend like months creating a website where I don't have a clue anyway how to do it. And this actually will sidetrack me again and distract me actually from the original work I would like to do, you know. So this is something as well I could, recommend. So just like wherever you can, just pay someone to do the website, or a couple of hours a week, whatever it is you need. And you can hire those people. There are a few websites and you can just get them, you know, just on a small base to begin with. Absolutely. And to begin with as well, stay in your full-time business or job. This is what I did as well. You know, you stay in your job and you start your side hustle slowly. You can do it evenings or the weekends as well, just like to take some sessions and to start to get going in, you know, into this direction. And the thing is as well, at the beginning, I was a bit ashamed as well to how do you say, to say that I'm coming out of the spiritual closet, this is as well, very often as well, the fear or a bit of the shame as well of his healers and coaches and therapists, because that they're being judged and being seen as woo and so on. But again, it's more and more happening that people are offering these type of services, and actually as well we need these type of services right now more than we needed them in the past, so this is why you have this evolution, of all those of this healing services coming up right now. This is what I find, that they just pop out everywhere, and it's because we need them right now.
It's so true, Claudia. You don't have to be ashamed of basically doing your work, and just have a plan and write down your plan and how you're gonna get to where you need to go, and invest on coaching. Basically, have a coach. Uh, I started on my own, and I remember I met Tracy from a certain United Football Club, and we started chatting, and she was like, "Oh, I know someone who does similar things like you do, but he's also a business coach." So I was like, "Oh yeah, can you refer me to this person?" And I basically had a coach from the beginning, and when you have a coach, it does help you basically to create a good plan. And then after that coach left, um, because he was there to help me for a certain time, and somebody had referred me, there was a program where I was referred, so he was helping me for free. And he was doing a good job, basically. And then after he left, and then a few months, I find that he gave me some tips on what to do, and I followed those instructions and made sure that I joined the business event and some community tribes and stuff, and just get myself out there. So I wrote down whatever he asked me to do, the things, the advice on LinkedIn, how I need to show up on LinkedIn as well. On my social media platforms, and I took all those advice and I used them. And after for some time, that's when I got connected to Days. And and when you connect with someone, like what you're saying with the website and everything, so for me, basically, I had to evaluate the things that I can do. There are some things that I couldn't do, so I didn't have time to stress. And if I didn't basically couldn't do anything outsource, I'll go to that is a FIFA website, that website where you can find virtual assistants and stuff, and people that can basically do things for you for a reasonable price. So I go on my Instagram, and then I ask them, have a look at my Instagram. If I see someone who does Instagram service, I'll say, have a look at my Instagram and tell me how you can help me to improve, or the hashtags, everything. Is everything okay? Twitter, and they'll just go in and tell me, give me a feedback and say, yeah, everything is fine, but it could be better if you did this. And then I say, how much does it cost? No, cost nothing, like $20 or $30. So I'll be like, yeah, please go for it. Then I give them password. Then you have a look at other things. The website, they basically ask Des to sort it out. And when I got Des, that meant everything. Basically, he got to the service, they got to provide the service for the business, everything. So that made things very, very easy for me. And it made me focus on building the business properly, the branding, and also what else can you do, and also holding yourself accountable, and knowing that you have to believe when you're doing something or starting something in that journey, you have to know that you're worthy of that success. Don't question it. What if I succeed? How would my friends look at me? Am I gonna have the same friends? If friends move away because you are succeeding, it means they were never there in the first place. So make sure that you're worthy of that success, and being wealthy is basically, it means that being wealthy, it means that you're becoming that excellent person. And by creating by becoming an excellent person, you're worthy for the success, you're worthy of that excellence, and you are the creator. You are worthy, and you're creating your own success, and you are worthy, and your creator believes in you. God, which is God, whatever the universe, whatever you might believe, know that he believes in you. And you believe in prosperity as well. That prosperity is already been granted to you. You have to believe that. And also, you have to believe that success comes to you unexpected and expected as well. And what else do you need to believe in? So you move from your limiting beliefs to success and building a successful business or successful promotion. You're being promoted, whatever that might be, the business, and knowing that you're worthy of working, and you're worthy of receiving the money that your clients are paying you for. And also, you have to know that it's not one-sided. You have to provide an excellent service. You can't be perfect, but you have to provide. If someone pays you their money, make sure you provide a good service for them. It's not all about you. And we can say all those words that I'm worthy, or in all those things, and also your clients as well. They are worthy to receive a good service from you, and be willing to do the hard work like we do here at Because the Talk Shows. We help our clients lead from within, and they find their own voice. So that's what you'll be doing. Over to you, Claudia.
Yeah, it's true. And the thing is as well, if you do something which is aligned with your soul's purpose or the life purpose, and you are supposed to do this in this lifetime, and then actually as well, things will come your way. You will meet the right people to support you, opportunities will come your way. So it's as well to understand this and to trust if it's something you promise to do and to be here and to help those people you promise to do so, you will get as well the help from the universe. Absolutely. So this is something very important to know and to have the faith and the trust as well here. Absolutely. And as you mentioned a few times already, worthiness, in the end, this is a big topic, worthiness, because, like on so many levels, we still struggle in regards to feeling worthy, feeling worthy in so many life areas, and as well feeling worthy in regards to accept as well the payment for the services we were doing and offering, So it's just like feeling worthy is something we have to look at as well inside of us and to see where it comes from. Is it a story from this lifetime or something the ancestors have been brought over as well to use, just like really to spend some time, you the audience, in regards to feeling worthy. How does it feel for you, and what does it mean as well for you? Because in the end as well, if you feel worthy, if you're in this energy, you get the things easily. But if you are, like lacking the worthiness and so on, just get into the feeling, and you can already see how you repel the people, the opportunities, and the money as well. Yeah, it's just really a difference of feeling actually worthy or feeling unworthy. And something as well I wanted to say in regards to, I forgot now, it's just like I've got all this, ideas, and then, it's just, feeling, yeah, absolutely as well. I did as well a coaching program 2 years ago after I got made redundant. So same as you, when you said, yeah, just like get support to begin with as well, coach or something. And even I still work as well with healers so that I can clean my blocks. So for the next steps as well. And this is very common. Okay, so the coaches still have coaches to bring them to the next level, the healers to work with healers, the therapist, it's just like it's nothing as well. Again, it's an ongoing journey. And yeah, so just like to work always on us, that we can always go to the next level and to the next level and to the next level in life. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It does help to have someone to help you. Doing it all alone is so stressful. Is too much. It's really, really, really too much. And also you have to get rid of the mind that it's gonna be too hard. The mindset of it's gonna be too hard. I don't think I can get there. And once you get that rid of that mind that is gonna be too hard, you just have a mindset of I'm gonna do this regardless of what it takes. I'm gonna do whatever it takes and get there where I need to be. And once you have that mindset that I'm gonna do whatever it takes, you will get there. And also surround yourself with the good people who basically are looking for what you are doing, who are looking to succeed, and seek help if you do need help, because sometimes we get stuck because um, we don't want to ask help. People feel ashamed when they ask help and say, I don't know this. You can't know everything. I basically, I feel that I shouldn't know everything. Although I'm a love harmonist, sometimes I go and watch, almost of the time I go and watch other people doing their business event, other relationship coaches, because I need to be on the other side, to be the audience, and just listen to other good speakers speak and their ideas of relationships. And it doesn't mean that my ideas are not right. It means I'm learning. So it's good to basically to learn all the time, like what Claudia was saying, that having faith, Claudia said to have faith and trust is very, very, very important, to trust in your beliefs, trust the process, trust your decision. There is no point in making decisions if you are not going to trust yourself, or if you are not going to believe in the dreams that you can get there. So you need to trust the process. The universe, God works in so many ways. We don't see what he does. We don't see, if you believe in the universe, you don't see what the universe does. So all you can do is just work hard and know, basically, there's some people spends time planning. Plan, action, plan, action. It works both sides. You can't just plan to be somebody that is planning all the time, getting different ideas. You'll find yourself in the same place. So plan and take action and believe that you are good enough, and believe that you can create a good brand, a good business, and a successful brand. Believe in that. So many people, when you have a coach, also focus on that with that coach, whatever the instructions you get in that from the coach, just focus on those instructions, take action. If you're not happy with something with your coach, just ask your coach to clarify the things that you don't understand and get there. If there is, sometimes I find myself when I was doing my creating my business, I'll be faced with making decisions, but the fear then it will come in, and I get scared. So it means you are in the right track. When you feel scared, it means you are in the right track. So all you got to do is just face those fears. You cannot go around the fears. You cannot go under. You have to go through them by facing them and asking whatever your your business coach to help you, and just get there and be willing to attend business events, not buying courses. Some people they will attend 10 business events a month, And in those business events, they will be selling coaching, they will be selling products, and people go, they just buy. You go to every business event, they buy products and they don't even use them. Can you imagine 3,000, 4,000, 2,000, 10 times? And you're not even using them. Buy a course. I'm not saying don't buy a course if you really, really need it, and implement, take action, use that course straight away. And if you don't have the time, find the time. For me, I had to cut down TV. Sometimes at night, you'll be surprised at how many hours per week you watch TV. Cut down the TV, and if you were to buy a course, buy it and study. I'm finishing my degree on Monday. Final exams, I'll be done. How have I been doing it? I cut down the TV. It's my TV time where I study. It's my TV time where I do some research. It's my TV time where I basically, and gossip time as well. Don't gossip, but use that time where everyone is using to gossip to get creative. So there's so many things. If you sit down basically and you evaluate your time, you will find that per day, you can have 3 hours free that you use for useless things. So cut down all those things and just get creative. I have two kids. They go to school. I have to go to their school meetings. I have to basically spend time with them. I have to cook for them. I have to do so many things for them, but I am still running my business, and my children are still having my me time with them. Like today, it's the bank holiday. I'm at home. I've done my cleaning and I've done time for my children. Later on, we're gonna go have an ice cream as a family, and I'm gonna come back, sit down. I've done my prayers, meditation. It's all those things. Just try to find time. You can do it. Can do this. Don't make no excuses. You tell them, Claudia, what you think.
Absolutely. This is as well one of the excuses. I don't have time for these, Yes, so absolutely. And there's always time, as you say, And if it means you get up in the morning 1 hour, 2 hours earlier, it's possible, It's just like really there is time. So this is just another excuse we keep telling ourselves. And yes, as you suggested as well, to go to some of the events as well, to meet other people and like-minded people, I have found as well that doing business by yourself sometimes as well is a bit boring, it's a bit lonely, So if you're a yoga teacher or whatever it is you would love to do, just like find another yoga teacher and set up an event together, just more fun as well, so that you can have your people to bring in, she has her people as well, and then it's just like a nice collaboration. Just collaborate as well. This is a fun way as well to do the business, and as well, what you said too, spend time as well with like-minded people, because sometimes as well, to begin with, some people, friends, maybe as well some family members could tell you, stick to your 9-to-5 job. You can't make money with this, So, but is this actually the truth, the highest truth? This is what they think, But then I invite you as well to find those people who actually do this for their living, and they are, happy, wealthy about it, So just like just don't take everything what people throw at you as well with their opinions and beliefs, So yeah, with a good discernment, stick to your truth and to your feeling in the heart. No?
True. And also, Your values are very, very important to make sure that you live by your values and your beliefs as well is very, very important. And remove any limiting beliefs that are standing between you and your success, because they will be something that when I pray, I say, God, to remove any evil altar that is standing between me and my success. So you can look at your life. If there are any limiting beliefs, just remove those limiting beliefs. And because the path where you want to go, there's always gonna be something that tells you, no, you cannot do this, you can't get there. And mostly work on your inner being, because everything comes from within. The outside world, it may look beautiful, but if the inside world is not beautiful, then you're not gonna get there. So it's very, very important to basically to look within and knowing that what's on the inside of you as a person, it is greater than on the outside. And just do your work. Do what you your purpose. You know why you're on earth. Your purpose, you're not here to whine, to complain, to blame, to basically to be treated bad by people, to basically to struggle. You are not here to do all those things. You are here on earth to do what God has assigned, or the universe, whatever you believe that might be. For me, basically, my creator created me to be the person that I wanted to be, to represent what it means to be a human being. A human being, it means that I believe in myself, even if no one believes in. It means I believe that what's on the inside of me, it is greater than what's on the outside of me. My beauty, yes, I'm beautiful. I believe that I'm beautiful. But what about the inside? Do I believe that I'm beautiful? I have to believe it. If someone tells me, gives me a compliment, before I wouldn't take it. If someone comes to me and say, "Wow, you're beautiful," and I have to say thank you. And if someone says this, like, "I like what you do," I have to say thank you. But before, I wouldn't do those things because I would think that I don't deserve to say thank you. I don't deserve that compliment. So you have to believe that you basically deserve what you have created. You deserve to serve and receive anything you ask. God says, anything you ask in my name, I will give you. So what about you giving to other people? Why are you not allowed to basically to say thank you and to receive that blessings gracefully? So we are worthy. You are worthy. Anyone that has told you that you're not worthy, they need to get out of your basically your environment, because they shouldn't be there in the first place, because you are worthy. And what else, Claudia? Do you have anything you would like to and also believe in your abilities as well to succeed? Some people,
Mm.
they want to succeed, but they don't believe that they can.
Mm. Okay, so basically, as well, once more, we are worthy. We were born worthy, and nothing has changed. Okay, yeah, right? We, yeah, nothing has changed. So just to understand this once more as well. And in regards to success, I mean, yes, there is this beautiful quote. I think it's Marianne Williamson, and she says that we are actually more afraid of success, of succeeding, rather than failing, you know. So it's just like, yeah, it's a beautiful quote by her, and actually it's true, you know. Just like because success, I would like you as well as the audience, just like go into this feeling and just see yourself and ask yourself the question, what would happen, you know, when you know, actually succeed and you get the clients, the money, and you're just like you make a business, everything. So what comes up as a fear inside of you, okay? Or who is by your side, who is going to leave you in your life, you know, just like by asking you this question, you will as well get some ideas in regards to where your fears are and what actually as well could be a technical block as well here to be looked at and to be removed, so that you are going and to do the action steps. Where you said before too, it's important, do the action steps, not just the typing, posting something. Just like do actually plan some action steps in regards to what it is you would like to be doing, an Instagram live, a Facebook live, or to talk to some people outside about your opportunity, how you can help them. Just like really action steps, physical action steps. And as well, very important to what you said, when you book the next course or the next coaching, whatever it is, implement right away what you have learned. Don't put it onto shelf development, the book or the manual on the shelves, how I like to call it, shelf development. Just like really take action on what it is you learned. Absolutely. Yeah.
Self-development. I love that, Claudia. Or just hide, say, I'm not ready. Some people say I'm not ready. And also, it's very important to stay focused on the direction where you need to go. I've seen it since I have started my business. There's been so many people who have been offering me, like, oh, Noms, I'm doing this business. I think you'll be good at it. I've looked at your profile. And I'm like, what about my business? I'm focusing on my business, and yes, we can add extra income to make extra income in different ways, but it has to be something that complements your business, something that way you can stay focused, not something that takes away from your focus. So it has to be like, I'm a love harmonist, helping people find their own voice by looking for love and understanding that they are enough, they are worthy to find that love and find that special person is what I do. And with Nkosi Talk Shows, they complement Nkosi Talk Shows as well, because helping people find their own voice, lead from within, is still the same thing that people are looking for, to lead from within when they are looking for relationship. Just find the things that complement your business and make money, and don't go different directions when you're being dragged around like, Nomsa, come this side, and you're like, oh, it's getting hard, and you end up in the same way. I'm tired of doing nothing, of going round and round, being dragged in different directions. Just stay focused. For me, basically, when things are not working, I don't let people drag me around. If things are not working, I find peace, stand still, take action. If I stand still for one day, I know the next day I'll find a solution where I need to go. It's just things are not working, you can tweak the direction, or you can tweak things, work things around, and find somebody to help you. But don't let people drag you around. Like Claudia was saying, that you need to trust the process. Trust the process. It means I'm trusting the things that I don't see. I'm trusting the blessings that have already been prepared for me, that my business is going to succeed. I call out my business. I call out Ngozi Talk Shows. Where are you? Wherever you are, come back to me. I call out my customers. Come back to me. When things are not working, you have to learn to pray, learn to meditate. Meditating, it means you're connecting yourself within, and know that trust your beliefs. If you believe in the universe, things are not working for 5 minutes, you run away from the universe. The universe is gonna say, I'm confused, I can't help you, because when I'm thinking of helping you, and you run. And if you believe in God, if things are not working for that moment, it means you still trust what you believe in. So that's what, for me, basically, that has made me be the person that I am today, is to believe in the things that I believe in, and to trust. And trusting God, it means even when my life does not make sense, even when my life is full of problems, I still go down on my knees. I still pray. I still stand and I still pray. And also my values and trust, like Claudia said before, the process. And I'm trusting that He will solve my problems. But I have to
Mm.
keep working and hope as well, having faith, like she said, Claudia said,
Mm.
very, very, very important. When you have faith, when you have trust, when you have hope, when you believe, and
Mm.
what else?
Mm.
When you believe that when you receive, believe and receive, and know that everything is granted to you. Now,
Mm.
any words of encouragement,
Mm.
Claudia, before we go?
Yeah, as well, like basically as well, maybe see if there's a little topic you would like to just like take action, just like to talk on Instagram live, on Facebook live, just like a little topic, a few minutes, just something to start with. It can be self-love, self-worth, an experience you went through, you like to share, or to do a meditation online as well, just like a couple of minutes. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be, people actually outside love you when you are authentic and you rather than, Mrs. or Mr. Perfect. And as well, yes, I'd say just go out there and surf. Yeah, this is why we're here.
Yep,
Mm.
stay,
Yeah.
find your own voice. And for me, basically, what I will live with is look at the struggles. If you are struggling, basically, with your fears and being stuck, look at the struggles back. Look back when you were a child and look at the struggles. Basically, what makes you fear these things that you fear, and look and work on those struggles. Work on your inner child because that inner
Mm.
child, it was a child. When you were a child, you were not afraid of anything. Work on your
Mm.
inner child,
Yeah.
or there might be some conflict. There's been conflict in your life. There's been a rejection in your life. You just work on those things that are bringing limiting beliefs. And every person has a story. And
Mm.
like Claudia is saying, you could tell that story on social media. You
Mm.
could tell that story
Mm.
by writing a book.
Mm.
You
Mm.
could tell that story by basically becoming a speaker.
Mm.
It could be anything, or
Mm.
starting your own business based on your story, helping those who basically have fears like you, like be the person that you want to be. And know that and believe in yourself as well. And also, if you are struggling, get in touch with the coaches at Ngozi Talk Shows. We are here Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. UK time. And connect with the coaches and work with them. Book a call with them. Half an hour is free. And tell them your fears and how they can help you. And live with grace, everyone. And God bless.
Right.
Okay.